Hello TCG and Lorcana enthusiasts, and welcome back to yet another Lorcana gameplay video. Well, as I stated in our deck profile video this week, I didn't get on Mario's stream with my Princess deck, but we're here in Pixelborn where we're going to do a best of one with that deck to show it off. Again, if you guys want more Pixelborn content, best of one content, let me know down in the comments and give this video 10 likes, or any of these Lorcana one-off videos, and I will do more of them. 10 likes, and you guys can get more Pixelborn content for Lorcana. So anyways, we are playing the deck that we profiled this week, being my Princess Midrange deck of Sapphire, Amber, that I got inspired to play from Try Right Lorcana. Again, check the link down in the description below for the deck profile as well as for Try Right's original deck profile. So, let's jump into a game with Princess and see how well we do. Alright, so we are going to go first here. This looks like a pretty good hand right now. We got some stuff to go second. Definitely. Let's see. I don't think we need the Maximus or the Let It Go right now. I'm going to keep the Hades in my hand just because I want it. I think I'm going to take out the Bell and the, we're probably going to keep the Bell as a 4-0 drop just in case. We'll always have like a threat. But we'll get out the Aurora. We'll keep the Hades in hand just so we always have that on our turn 7 play. Alright, that actually was pretty nice. Fortunately, spell is going to have to go. We'll pull out a Flounder. We're starting off pretty hot. In essence, next turn we'll play out the Mini. Again, we'll have to hope for some inkable cards. Right now we're holding 3 uninkable cards. But again, by turn 3 we'll have 4 ink. So I mean, even if this Flounder dies by that turn, we can easily bring in. All right, let's send the Maximus. We'll keep the Jasmine for the Mickey turn. We'll bring this out and quest. My guess is that this is a Stitch deck, as we just saw, a Stitch Snowball, but I don't know which version. There's like, you can get Sapphire in here, you can get Emerald, you can get Ruby, you can get the Steel, which is the more advantageous deck. Okay, it's Steel. Alright folks, we're playing Steel. The current deck right now that everyone's just like fanning over is Steel Amber. Yeah, very, very interesting. I think you can play 2 ways. You can play it with, I think, more or less a Stitch engine, or more or less like just a song control deck. Now, we do need to be careful, folks, because we are also entering the aspect that this deck likes to play You Have Forgotten Me, which is a 4-drop. Your opponent discards 2 cards in their hand, but again, they must have 2 cards. Let's discard this Phil to put out this Mickey. And now we're threatening by turn 4. We are going to do the 2 damage there, and then this. Again, I want to deal a damage up onto that Simba there. Threaten whether or not I have the Rapunzel next turn to come out and then heal the 2. Or in essence, just threaten that the blocker's there, because next turn I can go Mickey into the Simba, knock it out, and then I can swing a Flounder into the Stitch and knock it out. In essence, clearing the board and still being able to quest. All right, so now we got the Aerial, and the Aerial grabbed the card I don't want the Aerial to have. And unfortunately, we just don't have the ramp ability right now to get up into that. And what I mean by that is we don't have, unless we draw like Let It Go this turn. The problem is it won't really matter. There's a point to probably let him just purge it out of his hand. Problem is not really wanting to play anything next turn. So almost a point just to crash here to remove those 2. Quest with this. Put this over here, so we're up now 1, and we'll put out the Jasmine because the Jasmine threatens the Aerial if he sings. Now, yes, I am very much capable of being destroyed by a Smash or a Fire the Cannons if he has it, which, telegraphed with that many cards in his hand, he should. But alright, well, now we know one thing. He can't use the Smash on me all he can use is a Fire the Cannons, which they probably play about 3 of. It's probably a 3 of. A 2 to 3 of. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play like Fire the Cannons at a max of 4. And most decks aren't really even maxing out on what is it? Oh, right. Grab Your Swords. They only play like 3 of. So he's gonna reduce the cost of one guy here to put out another aerial. All right. That aerial, it was going to whiff, which is nice. I think we're going to put out the Hades here. We'll grab the Flounder and we'll ink the Flounder. Yeah, we'll still do this because right now he can't get into Big Tinkerbell. Yeah, yes, he can get in Big Tinkerbell, folks. It's not that hard for him to do it. He would just need to ink 1 card, and then with a Lantern, he reduces the cost to get the Big Tinkerbell out. Questioning whether or not he drew it. But this is annoying, by the way, so he can sing Grab Your Swords to knock out literally the Hades. And then he could sing again, or he's just going to sing twice. Well, I mean, that removes 2 Grab His Swords. I don't know if that was the best play in the world or idea, but alright. Now he's going wide. His plan right now is to go wide on me. I'm going to put the Jasmine over there. I'm going to keep the Moana in hand. Yeah. I'm going to remove the blocker just so I don't have to worry about it. And then if he quests with that Lilo, I just crack the Lilo, which he's going... Oh no, it's going to... Now, yes, it is annoying to have these princesses right now. Stitch, alright. The Robin Hood is pretty nice. I might need my opponent to have a card. Yeah, I had to knock it out. I can't let him score 2 more. I don't mind if he gets it, because this Moana is going to be questing for 3. I'm not going to utilize this Moana in any aspect. Now we're both top decking, by the way. We've entered probably the late game, I would say. We're in mid game now, so this is where my deck starts. As I slowly get into my engine stuff, it's like I see more Let It Goes, as I see more Hades, as I see the other Hades. You know, the one problem with this deck is it doesn't have a lot of, like draw power, but I feel like that's a lot of decks' problem is the draw power. That's why the Amethyst color is just so good in a lot of decks, is because of draw power. Now my hope is whatever he has in hand he can't play. That then means that we can utilize Robin Hood. So I'm going to utilize Robin Hood here to see what we can draw. Another Robin Hood. Alright, so we're definitely threatening a good chunk of the board now. And my Robin Hood is active again next turn. And this Moana, like I said, is a 1/6. Another aerial. My guess is I don't know if he's looking for swords. Yeah, he can sing a swords, which is annoying. But he can also sing a whole new world, but I don't know if he wants to give me a whole new hand of 7 cards when I will be at 8 ink. In essence, I'm at 8 ink, he's at 5. You give me a whole new hand. There's a good chance I will find a whole lot more cards I want. So that's his dilemma right now. This player up here. His dilemma right now is, yes, he can sing for free, and then he could ink something, and then he also has the ability to reduce the cost. So he'd have 4 ink relatively, or he's not going to do that, and I think he's just going to run over my Hades. Oh, that works too for me. It'd be hilarious though if I draw into the Hades and then mainly get rid of this. Because then that means that he has to physically... that's a tough choice. The Stitch is a 4/8. So you know what we are going to do it just to see what we can get our hands on. I think he's going to next turn. He's going to do it on me. I'm going to ink the Robin Hood. The fact I have the Robin Hood in there. Alright. Next turn, I go to 19. There's nothing he can do with this board. He can sing, which is nice. Right now, he does have the ability to sing, which is annoying. But the big question is, again, I start on 9 ink. So he is going to sing. I don't know why the system continually reduces his ink cost. That's pretty nice. Why the system reduces his ink cost when in 100% of a fact, he doesn't have to reduce his ink cost. He's singing it for free. Mind you, now he's going to be able to spam. At 7 ink on the board, he's going to be able to spam a lot of guys out. And I drew no major cards to, like, deal with it. Like, I didn't draw any of my Hades or anything like that. By the way, it doesn't reduce it either. So right now, he's at -3. No, he reduced that. So he's at 4 right now. He's still got 4. I don't know if he can spam enough guys to get it. Again, being that I'm a mid-range deck, yeah, that doesn't matter, son. I have 2 guys that can crash into that. And then, funny enough, I have the Rapunzel here, so I'll just heal him. Yeah, so he's going wide on me right now. Again, being that I am a Sapphire Amber deck, I don't have the access to go wide. Or deal with wide boards. Now, it's not fully impossible to deal with a wide board, mind you, but it's an annoyance. Yeah, let's throw Maleficent over there. Let's crash the Robin Hood into that. Then we can crash that into that. Then we can play Rapunzel, healing the Robin Hood, drawing 2. Funny enough, there we go. We draw the Hades. He does have Smash in this deck. No, I'm not gonna. It's telling me to restand the princess I own on the board, but it's not gonna matter. We'll play Aurora. That basically guards all my guys from Smash. Now, it doesn't protect me from Grab Your Swords, but again, I win next turn. The only way he has the ability to survive this if he literally swings everything. The problem is, yeah, you'd have to remove the Moana, which is not possible. My guess is maybe he drew his swords. His 3rd swords. And he's going to play it here. But that's his only made board wipe. Alright, well, we won. Good for us. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. Again, just showed some of the power of how this mid-range deck can go off. Again, once we hit the mid-game, that's when this deck likes to go off. Again, the problem was our opponent did give us a whole fresh new hand of 7 cards, and we were able just to play out of it. Again, he didn't know I was going to have to get the Rapunzel, then heal up, and then get the Aurora. The problem was I was already at 10 ink. He gave me well too many cards in my hand. To do it, he probably maybe should have conceded. I'm not 100% sure how he would have gotten out of the position that we were kind of in. But yes, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you guys want to see more Pixelborn content, 10 likes on this video or 10 likes on the last Pixelborn video, and I will bring you more Pixelborn content best of 1. If you guys don't want best of 1s, you guys want like a best 2 out of 3, or even just 2 matches, let me know that down in the comments as well. For right now, I'm going to leave it as best of 1. But let me know if you guys want to see more not best of 1 combat content. You want to see like best 2 out of 3 content, then let me know down in the comments and I will do best of 2 content for you. Best 2 out of 3 content, I guess you should say. And while you're doing all the commenting and the liking, make sure to also subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live for you. I will see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.